Now I will be teaching you how to interpret tables on chapter 4 of your research study or undergraduate thesis. This study is a collaborative research with my former advices. And the title of our study is Hotel Management's Response to Customer Service Challenges, a framework initiative on enhanced customer satisfaction. But before I show how to interpret tables, I will be giving you an overview about our research study. So let me tell you about our statement of the problem. This study aimed to develop a framework to enhance customer satisfaction in select hotels in Calapan City, Oriental, Mindoro. Specifically, this study seeks to find answer to the following questions. Our first statement of the problem: what are the customers' service challenges encountered by select hotels in Calapan City, Oriental, Mindoro in terms of customers' expectations, security challenges, and housekeeping issues? Our next statement of the problem: what is the hotel service response on the customer service challenges? And the third statement of the problem: what is the level of customer satisfaction in select hotels in Calapan City in terms of accommodation, food services, security, and rates? And our hypothesis: what is the relationship between customer service challenges and the level of customer satisfaction? Finally, based on the findings of the study, what framework to enhance customer satisfaction may be proposed? This is our conceptual framework, and we utilize the input, process, outcome, output framework. And as you can see, our input rather is the customer service challenges, followed by the process response of the hotel to customer service challenges, followed by the outcome, which is the level of customer satisfaction, and then we will develop an output, which is a framework to enhance customer satisfaction. Okay, since our first variable is about customer service challenges, and we have three indicators here: customer expectations, security challenges, and housekeeping issues. I will first um show you how are we going to interpret the table for the customer expectation under customer service challenges. Okay, so let's go to chapter 4, presentation, analysis, and interpretation of data. All right, this is the introduction for the first statement of the problem about customer service challenges. We just say, or we could say, this section discusses the customer service challenges in terms of guest expectations, security challenges, and housekeeping issues, because those are the three parameters or indicators of customer service challenges. Then you can also say the results of the data gathered from the respondents in relation to customer service challenges are presented in Table 1 to 3 as follows. In presenting tables, it should be chronological, because we are also following the APA 7th edition in our table formatting. Okay? And then as you can see here, we have 1.1. Why do we have 1.1 here? So I will highlight this because our if we will go back to our statement of the problem, this one, our first variable is talking about um, customer service challenges, right? Customer service challenges, this one. And the first parameter is 1.1, customers expectations. Therefore, if you will write it on chapter 4, it will look like this: 1.1, customers expectations, and then please introduce your table. Table 1 presents the customer service challenges in terms of customers expectations. This should be customers expectations. Okay, why? Because you have to be consistent in your terminologies in your research study. If you use customer from the very beginning, then use customer until the end of your research study. And then in our institutional format, we are stating the analysis or interpretation of table before presenting the table itself. That is why you can see paragraph here. Okay, I highlighted the paragraph. So I will let you know how did I come up with this interpretation of table. Right, let's see the table. So this is our table 1. As you can see, customer service challenges in terms of customer expectations. Customer service challenges is the major variable. Customer expectations is the first parameter or indicator of customer service challenges. And this is the title of our table because our table is all about customer expectations. Okay, in doing your table, usually you are doing it like this, all borders, right? But in the APA 7th edition, your table should follow this format. This one, you only have to show lines on top and bottom of the title and on top and bottom of this part. Okay, overall mean. How to do that? Of course, let's put it back to all borders first, and then I will show you. Okay, highlight the table and then please select no border. Once you have selected no border, highlight the first row. Okay, this is the title of your tables: items, mean, rank, and description. You just have to go to paragraph again and then select bottom border and select top border. Alright, so as you can see, the borders are only on top and bottom of your titles for the table. And then for this one, the same process. You just have to select top border and select bottom border, and that's it. The borders on your table are now invisible. Okay, only the top and bottom borders. For how are you going to arrange your items inside the table? You just have to copy your survey questionnaire, the items in your survey questionnaire, inside the table. Okay, it should be as is. If it's in number 1, then it should be in number 1. If it's in number 2, then it should be in number 2. If it's in number 3, and so on. It's as is. You just have to copy it. And then put the mean or the weighted mean in this column right next to the item of the survey question. And then rank. You have to rank the rating of your respondents from highest to lowest, 1 being the highest and 10 being the lowest. You can also see here the description of the rating of the respondents for every item of the questionnaire. And you might have noticed that everything here is rated strongly agree, because the rating of the respondents are ranging from 3.50 to 4.00, so that is strongly agree. Okay, now let's move on to the interpretation of your table. When we say interpretation, it's the you're just converting your table into its textual explanation. Okay, textual. Remember, when interpreting the table or converting it into text, the tense of your verb should be past tense. Okay, so let's go back in our first paragraph here. It is said here, it could be gleaned. Okay, it could be gleaned. It's in the past tense. Okay, gleaned is a past tense. But you can also change this phrase if you like. Aside from saying it could be gleaned, you can also say table showed or table exhibited. So you can use a lot of terminologies to make your interpretation more appealing. So if you're going to use table exhibited, and then the first discussion is all about the item of the questionnaire that gained the highest weighted mean. Okay, let me unhighlight this first. Okay, when I say the item that obtained the highest weighted mean, so you have to go back to your table and look for the item that gained the highest weighted mean. So I'm using double window whenever I am interpreting tables, so I can easily look at the table. For this window, I will look for chapter 4 and then set the page in the table. Alright, and here it goes. I can see the item that got the highest weighted mean. So we have two items. That's why the rank is 1.5. It's a tie. Okay, let me highlight this. So if we have two items that got the highest weighted mean, you have to include that in your interpretation. Alright, let me read the interpretation. Table exhibited that. Okay, hold on. Table exhibited that being treated with respect by hotel employees and receiving personal attention and genuine interest from service employees gained the highest weighted mean of 3.97, respectively, described as strongly agree. Let's focus in this sentence first. So as you can notice, I use the word table exhibited. So sometimes you can use this if you like, or you can change this if you like. And then I say table exhibited that. Okay, why did I say that? Because sometimes some students are putting the item of the questionnaire when they are interpreting the table inside quotation marks like this. But I'm telling you, this is not good. Okay, your paper, your I mean, how you write your paragraph is not appealing to your readers, and they might not easily get what you're trying to say. So instead of putting them inside quotation marks, you can report it using reporting verbs. Okay, that's why I say table exhibited that being treated with respect by hotel employees. So where did I get this statement? This is the statement. Okay, it's from item number 2, be treated with respect by hotel employees, because item number 2 first got the highest weighted mean of 3.97. Of course, I cannot say table exhibited that be treated. We have to slightly paraphrase the statement to make it or to construct the sentence correctly. So I say table exhibited that being treated with respect by hotel employees. And where did I get this statement? Receiving personal intention and genuine interest from service employees. Well, I get this from item number 6. Why? Because item number 6 also got the highest weighted mean of 3.97, described as strongly agree. And then you can use the magic phrase gain the highest weighted mean. Okay, gain the highest weighted mean of 3.97. Why should we write respectively? So we are usually writing respectively when there are two or more items in a sentence with the same mean or figure. Okay, since they have the same mean, since they are having the same mean, so we use the word respectively. And then described as, meaning the weighted mean or the mean they've obtained were described as strongly agree. Alright, the respondents rated the items of the survey questionnaire strongly agree. Okay, so this is how I construct my interpretation of table. So let me read this to you completely. Table exhibited that being treated with respect by hotel employees and receiving personal attention and genuine interest from service employees gained the highest weighted mean of 3.97, respectively, described as strongly agree. Okay, so what are you going to do after this? Some institutions, they want to interpret first the top three and bottom three of the table if you have a lot of items in your survey questionnaire. So my advice is interpret first the top three of the table, followed by the bottom three of the table. This is the bottom three. When we say top three, they are the top 3 items of the survey questionnaire that obtained highest weighted mean. And when I say bottom 3, they are the items of the survey questionnaire that obtained the lowest weighted mean. Okay, so how are you going to include the second item that obtained the second highest weighted mean? So you could just say this is followed by, right? This is a magic phrase that you can use all the time. This is followed by receiving mistake-free, careful, and reliable service and waiting as a short time as possible. Okay. So where did I get the second or the following items with highest weighted mean of 3.91? So since we have a tie for the top one or the item that ranked 1 or ranked first, then it will be followed by third. Okay, but unfortunately, we also have a tie for the third spot. Okay, so let me show you which items obtained the following highest weighted mean. Okay, so this is it, 3.5. Yes, we have no rank. We did not include number 2 or rank 2 here because as I have said, we have a tie here. Okay, we have a tie here, so we're not going to use the figure number 2. Okay, so 3.5, that's why I say here, receiving mistake free, careful, and reliable service, and waiting as short time as possible. With the weighted mean of 3.91, respectively described as strongly agree. Okay, and what's next? What is the third highest weighted mean? Okay, so let's look for the third highest weighted mean. If the second highest weighted mean is 3.91, the third highest weighted mean is 3.89. Okay, so we have it as 5.5 because we have a tie again. Okay, we have a tie again. Yes, we have no number 4, we have no figure number 4 because we have a tie for spot number 3, and that counts 3 and 4. And we also have a tie for spot number 5, so that count 5 and 6. Since we have 2 items that obtained 3.89. The other one is item number 4. Okay, hold on. I will just make it black again so that you can easily follow me. Okay, hold on, wait a moment. Alright, okay, so that's why I have written here, receiving prompt solutions to problems from empowered employees who care and being kept informed about recovery efforts after having or opening problems or service failures gained the third highest weighted mean of 3.89, respectively described as strongly agree. Okay, now you are done with your first top 3 of your table. Then your next interpretation is about the bottom 3 of your table. So you will start with the item that obtained the lowest weighted mean, and that is item number 10, because the lowest weighted mean is 3.77. Alright, so how are you going to state that in your interpretation? Just say, on the other hand. So on the other hand is a transitional phrase that you can use, or you can say in contrast, contrarily. On the other hand, having customers' interest come first, obtained the lowest weighted mean of 3.77, described as strongly agree. Even if it's the lowest weighted mean among the other items, it is still high because it was rated strongly agree by the respondents. Then used again the phrase this is followed by, then you're going to determine which item got the second lowest weighted mean, and that is item number 1. Okay, with mean 3.80 and also described as strongly agree. All right, and then for your third bottom 3, finally you have item number 9 because it has a mean of 3.86 ranked as 7th among the other items. It is also described as strongly agree. Okay, right after you have discussed the top 3 and bottom 3 of your table, you have to discuss your analysis and implications for your table. Okay, I just told you how to interpret the highest and the top 3 highest and the bottom 3 lowest of your table. For implications, analysis, and support of literature and studies for your table, we will be having that on our next video. Okay, so this is just for the interpretation of your table. Interpretation meaning you're just converting the table into textual explanation. Alright? Okay, so thank you so much for listening. See you on our next video.